Xiaomi scooters fly off the shelf for a reason. One, because of its very good price point. And another one is because of its reliability.
Another bonus of having this e-scooter is the availability of parts, not only for upgrade but also for repairs.
But what if there's another option in the market that looks the same and have better specs? Is it worth it?
Let's find out in this review and comparison video.
What's up mga kabateryano? This is Mal.
And this is Vice.
And we are the Batman. So this is the first time na gagawa tayo ng comparison video dito sa channel natin, bro. These are the M365 Pro and the T2S Pro. They are built on the same frame, but the other one is jam-packed with upgrades.
Both are good starter scooters at a reasonable price. Okay bro, paano ba tayong ko-compare dito? Okay ba sa'yo kung pointing system? 1 point each field kung sino yung lamang.
Game! Start na natin yan. Starting off with the handlebars. Differences here are just little things like the color of the grips, the color of the modes, and the placement of the belt.
Handlebar height is a bit higher in the M365 Pro, but not that significant.
By the way bro, both scooters have a fixed handlebar height and the length is on the narrow side, so both scoots get a point.
In terms of braking, both are using mechanical brakes in the rear and e-brakes in front. No noticeable difference here. Both scoots get a point.
And both uses a thumb throttle. Aesthetically, other than the shape and the color of the rubber, they are almost identical. Nagkatalo lang sa throttle response.
Napansin lang namin na may konting delay yung throttle ng M365 Pro. And may tendency siyang mag-slingshot.
Teka bro, ano ba yung slingshot?
Yun yung nirelease mo na yung throttle pero may mararamdaman ka pa rin konting push.
Paano mo naman na-coin yung term na slingshot?
Hindi mo alam yan. Common yan yung ginagamit sa ikin. Alam mo din yung throttle ng Monster ko dati. Di ba? Ginanon mo na. Tapos binitawan mo, meron pa rin. Slingshot yun. That is enough for us to give the T2S Pro another point because wala siyang ganung issue.
With regards to their built-in display, other than the color difference of the modes, one major difference is the built-in speed hack of the T2S Pro, which can be activated by holding the brakes, then pressing the throttle button 10 times.
Activating this will show a wrench icon on the display and will grant you more speed. On the other hand, if you want to unlock the full power of M365 Pro, you have to do it manually by a firmware hack.
By the way guys, we don't recommend this one as we have seen some people having controller issues after speed hacking their M365.
Sa speed, obviously, T2S Pro takes this one. Not only because of the built-in speed hack, but also because of the more powerful hubs, which is 500 watts versus 350 watts, and the battery, which is 48 volts versus 36 volts.
The M365 Pro tops at around 28 kph, while the T2S Pro is at around 40 kph. And that's another point for the T2S Pro. Sa headlight naman, the implementation is the same. You can turn it on by pressing the power button once, pero sa light output nagkakatalo. Slightly better ang light output ng M365 Pro. Konting-konti lang, kaya bibigyan natin siya ng half point for that.
So that's 4 points for the T2S Pro and 2.5 points for the M365 Pro. Sa STEM naman, almost same lang din sila. Nagkatalo lang sa folding mechanism. They use different approach here, but they are equally secure and sturdy. Both have safety latches to avoid accidental folding of stems.
Sa deck naman, lamang ng konti si M365 Pro. 2 inches sa haba and half inch sa lapad. Not that big of a difference, pero hey, that's extra space for your foot. Enough to earn the M365 Pro another half point.
Dito, lamang na lamang si T2S Pro. T2S Pro has a battery capacity of 692 watt-hours versus M365 Pro's 474 watt-hours.
That is a 31% difference in battery capacity, which translates to more range.
It's a bit unfair to test the range of these scooters with our range test because it is only rated for a 100 kg rider. But we did it anyway.
Quick disclaimer lang, we are sure that you will get more range unless kasing bigat nyo si Vice.
T2S Pro managed to get 36.4 kilometers and M365 Pro only got 25 kilometers. T2S Pro takes another point.
Other quirks here are the charging port covers. T2S Pro uses the traditional rubber socket, whereas the M365 Pro uses a magnetic cover. But that is not all when you charge the M365 Pro. The display will tell you the current percentage of the battery. Unlike the T2S Pro na kailangan mo lang hintayin yung LED indicator na mag-green. Another point for the M365 Pro.
In the underbelly, we can find the major difference. M365 Pro has a plastic underbelly, while T2S Pro has a thin aluminum cover, which also acts as an extender to fit the bigger battery. Since they both have pros and cons in this department, we will give each a point.
Both taillights are cute looking and needs to be improved, kaya half points each lang.
About the suspension, obviously, T2S Pro takes the cake because unlike M365 Pro, this one has a front and rear monorim suspension.
The one installed in this review unit uses a stiffer suspension, but there is a softer one included in the box.
That's another point for T2S Pro.
About their tires, the T2S Pro has a 10-inch solid tires versus the 8-inch pneumatic tires for the M365 Pro. Yes, the pneumatic tire gives a bit of comfort, but nothing compares with the full suspension.
And also, having a bigger tire diameter is advantageous, especially here where our road conditions is not ideal.
So the T2S Pro gains another point. One of the main reasons of buying a small EKS is its portability. Obviously, when it comes to this, the M365 Pro has the advantage. But by how much?
M365 Pro weighs 14.1 kilograms, while T2S Pro is at 19.3 kilograms. That is a 5.2 kilogram difference. But that is not all. Front and rear suspension combined with bigger tires adds not only weight but also length to the scooter, which makes T2S Pro longer by 2 inches.
Not much, but it will make all the difference pag pinasok mo na siya sa loob ng maliit na kotse. This adds another point for the M365 Pro.
In the looks department, this one is subjective, so we will give half point for each.
But for us, the M365 Pro has something that gives it a premium feel. And lastly, the price. The M365 Pro is priced at around 18 to 19,000 pesos, while T2S Pro is priced at 27,000 pesos. Is it worth the 9K difference?
Monorim front and rear suspension upgrade costs around 4,000 pesos each. That's already 8,000 pesos. But not only that, you will also get a bigger and a more powerful battery. You will also have 500 watt hubs. So is it worth it?
Kayo na umusga mga kabaterya. Basta ito yung final score natin. Alright, thank you for watching this review mga kabaterya. No?
Uy, teka lang pre.
Bakit?
Kalimutan mo yata, may mga pamigay si Evie dito sa vlog na to.
Ay, oo nga pala Brad. No? Tapos, mayroon pa tayong pa-promo discount para sa first 3 na gustong bumili ng T2S Pro.
Bah, maganda yan bro.
Tanong mo kung paano nila gagawin, magkakaroon ng ganong discount.
Paano ba nila ma-avail yan bro?
Bubulungan lang nila si Mark Biduya ng I Love You 3000.
Paano yan? Sample.
Kunyari ikaw si Mark.
Oo, kunyari ako si Mark ng Evie.
Tapos nasa EV ka.
Oo. Ay, sir, meron po bang ano? Hindi, kunyari ako nga si Mark.
Ikaw si Mark, oo. Sige.
May bibili ka ba? Pucha, ganun ba yung...
No, pabili po.
sige. O yan, sample. Ito na.
Sige, bababa ako. Kunwari ako yung buyer. No?
Ako si Mark.
Isa ako sa unang 3. Pagbilan po. Ano?
Ano yun?
Ayan, ikaw si Mark.
Oo, ako si Mark eh.
Bubulungan mo ngayon. I Love You 3000.
Nauna ka. So, meron kang 3,000 off.
Meron kang 3,000 pesos off
Oo.
mula EV.
From 27,000.
24,000 lang.
Bapil.
Nag-buffer.
Oo.
24,000 lang. Para sa first 3 buyers yan. No?
3 lang yan, 3.
Oo.
So, huwag nyo kakalimutan yung bulong na mahiwaga.
Oo. Mayagang bulong. Huwag niyo ibubulong lang.
Bulong, oo, kasi maririnig ng iba eh.
Pupunta kayo ng EV, bubulungan niyo si Mark Biduya. Hindi pa, baka mamaya, Mark Pedregoso yung mga puto.
Bumubulong na bibiling UC, oh. Mali
Brad,
yung mali.
hindi ko ganito sa lahat ng Mark, kay Mark Biduya lang po. Alright, para dun sa mga gusto mag-avail ng ganung Magic Bulong promo natin, no? Ililink namin yung Facebook page nila sa baba para ma-contact nyo sila.
Tama.
Kasi yung bulong gumagana rin sa chat.
Pwede rin yun. Kasi ang tawag nila sa chat, whisper.
Whisper.
Paano
pag-chat? Paano pag-chat? Anong sasabihin nila? Paano pag-chat? Anong sabihin nila?
Oo, kailangan voice message. Tapos, ang tono, pre, parang Resorts World Manila.
Sige. Sample. Kunwari, ako yung nagta-type. Ako si Mark.
Hi, is this Evie?
This is Mark.
Hi. ASL, please.
Siyempre, kailangan mo yung small talk.
Oh,
Importante yung small talk, Brad.
How much?
How much ang food? Hindi sasabihin ko ngayon yung presyo.
Oo, siyempre.
27,000 pesos only. Enter.
That's the time, guys. Nagagamitin nyo yung mic icon. Tapos, ibubulong nyo. Ingat. I love you, 3,000. Then, hit send.
Oh, alam na ni Mark.
Alam na ni Mark yan.
Alam na ni Mark yung gagawin yan.
But wait, there's more. Alam naman tayo dito
Iba tayo
eh.
eh. Iba tayo dito eh. Okay.
Sa sobrang galante ni Evie, bro. Para naman to sa mga kabaterya nating naka M365.
Uy!
Ano ba ang pwedeng ikabit sa M365?
Ilaw.
Mali. Masyadong mura yun.
Masyadong mura pa yun, tol. Mas mahal ang konti.
Oo. Higher.
Helmet, hindi naman.
Payat din yun.
Payat.
Higher,
Ano ba?
higher.
Sirit na. Ano ba?
Nakita mo na to dun sa review. Ito yung Monorim front suspension
Uy!
ng M365, bro.
Tek, ito
Yun,
ba yan, Brad?
Yan yun, pre. Bagong-bago, silyado. Walang daya.
Guys, ito na yun.
Pucha, ito lang yung channel na ganyan, pre.
Yung Brad, matindi. Namimigay ng
Namimigay
Monorim.
ng Monorim, no? Guys, hindi namin hiningi to, pati yung discount code.
Oo.
Wala kaming hinihingi sa mga reviews namin. Binigay to ng EV para daw ipamigay namin sa inyo.
Grabe yung... Pre, palakpakan natin yung EV, pre. Solid. So yung Brad, pag-usapan natin yung mechanics ngayon. Para manalo sila nitong Monorim na galing sa Electric Vanguard.
Uy guys, almost 5,000 din to.
Medyo mahal to.
Paano ba? Ano bang mechanics natin ngayon, bro?
Okay, sige, ito na. Bilang sabi mo, kung magsabi. So yun guys, magpo-post kami ng post thread sa Facebook.
Lagi naman. Tuwing may reviews naman kami, sinishare namin yun sa Facebook page namin.
Yes, sir.
So, makikita nyo yung video na to sa Facebook. Sa Facebook kayo post kasi kailangan namin
Yes,
sa
sir.
Facebook. Hindi
Yes, sir.
sa YouTube. Anong
Tapos,
i-comment nila?
Kailangan nilang i-comment doon yung picture ng M365 nila.
Oo, bro. Kasi ayaw naman namin na ibenta nyo tong...
Oo, sayang naman.
namin. Kaya kailangan, meron kayong M365. Pwede to sa Pro version, alam ko eh.
Pwede to.
Ayan o. Pwede sa M365, M365 Pro, tsaka M365 Max.
Yun. So yun, ipopost
So,
nyo.
compatible siya sa lahat.
Yes, sir. So yun, ipopost nyo yung picture nyo with your M365.
Series 5 Pro, yeah.
Tapos,
Iko-comment
together.
Oo.
Together with your reason bakit kayo
Kayo yung deserving manalo nitong Monorim suspension natin.
kung bakit kayo yung deserving manalo.
At kung kayo ay taga Metro Manila, kami mismo
Uy, maganda yun.
ang magbibigay nito sa inyo.
Hindi pa yun nagtatapos yung mechanics
Oo.
natin. Kung sino yung may pinakamaraming likers dun sa comment nila.
Usually, konti lang yun.
Usually.
So, kunyari, may 2 likes ka,
Ikaw na yung panalo.
panalo ka na.
Hindi kasi ibig sabihin ng Brad, siyempre maraming naantig dun sa
Oo.
pinost mo na comment na ikaw yung deserving. Diba? Doon natin ngayon mag-gauge kung sino talaga yung pinaka-deserving. Doon sa may pinakamaraming engagement. Doon sa post.
Tsaka, 1 entry lang per tao.
Yes, sir.
Hindi
Content
pwede yung
per tao.
iba-ibang storya ng buhay mo, andun.
Yes, sir.
Okay, quick recap tayo. Ang mechanics natin, unang-una, kailangan owner ka ng M365 Pro.
Or M365.
Or any scooter alike. Kahit yung mga OEM fit to eh.
Okay.
So, pangalawa, kailangan may picture ka with your scooter.
Okay. Okay.
And then yung pangatlo, i-comment mo lang yung picture na yon together with the write-up kung bakit ikaw yung deserving manalo. Dun sa Facebook post namin, din na-review na to.
Yes, exactly.
Teka, paano sila mananalo, bro?
Ito na, number 4. Kung sino may pinakamaraming like or engagement or kahit sad, heart, kahit anong react.
Basta may react yung post mo. Kung sino yung pinakamarami.
Yes, sir. Kung sino may pinakamarami, siya yung mananalo.
Palike mo na yun sa tito at tita mo, pati sa aso yung may Facebook.
Exactly.
Kasi iba may mga Facebook na
Oh, brad, ewan ko ba? Okay.
Oo.
So, yun lang. Yung kailangan mong gawin para manalo itong Monorim. Uy, mahal to. Worth it yung effort.
Teka bro, may chance kasing magtable.
Uy, paano gagawin natin?
Kunyari, parehong 49.
Oo. Pag sabi ni Mark, dalawa ang papamigay.
Wala, isa lang to.
Isa lang, de, joke lang yun. Joke.
Hindi. Pagka nagtabla, guys, ira-randomizer na lang namin.
Uy, random.
O kaya, bago matapos yung 7 days, magpa-like ka pa.
Pwede. Matagal naman eh.
Oo.
Okay. So that's it, no?
Nakadali. Oh.
That's it.
May
Good luck.
Monorim ka na.
That's it, mga kabaterya. I hope na-enjoy nyo tong review na to.
Oo.
If nagustuhan nyo to,
mahaba yata pre yung giveaway section
Yes, sir.
Pero andi dito pa rin sila.
mismo, Brad. No? So, lahat naman kayo deserving manalo, I'm sure. So, yun. If nagustuhan nyo tong video na to, please click like.
At hit nyo na yung subscribe button. Pati na rin yung maliit na bell para notified kayo sa mga next reviews at vlogs natin.
So, yun, mga kabaterya. This is Mau.
And this is Vice.
And we are
The Batman.
ML tayo, pre.
B, sa'yo na lang to.